Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about a very strange math problem. It says that if you add up all the numbers 1 plus 2 plus 3 and keep going forever, the answer is minus 1 by 12. Before we look at the proof, we need to be clear how can adding positive numbers give you a tiny negative number? It's weird, right? In the real world, infinity does not really exist. If you keep adding apples to a pile, you just get a huge mountain of apple. You will never look at your pile and see a negative slice of an apple. That is common sense. It's the same with money. If you put $1 in the bank today, $2 tomorrow, and $3 the next day, your bank account will keep growing. You won't suddenly owe the bank money. So why do mathematicians say the answer is minus 1 by 12? It's because they are not counting the apple anymore. They are looking at the pattern. Think of it like this. When a pattern grows forever, it can make the math machine get too hot and start to smoke. To stop the machine from breaking, mathematicians smooths out the big exploding part. When they finish smoothing it, the tiny number left behind is minus 1 by 12. So, minus 1 by 12 is not the total count of apples. It is the value of the pattern that the numbers make. We use this in science to understand how the universe stays stable and doesn't explode. I hope you guys now understand why the sum of all natural number is minus 1 by 12. Now, let's get started and walk through the proof. To prove this, first let's assume the sum of all natural number is s. So, s equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and so on up to infinity. Now, consider an alternating series which we call a. So, a equal to 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 minus 6 and so on infinity. If we subtract this alternating series from our original sum, then s minus a will become the odd numbers 1s, 3s, 5s are cancelled out, but the even number which will become 2 plus 2 which is 4, plus 4 plus 4 which is 8, 6 plus 6 which is 12, plus 16 and so on up to infinity. So we are left with 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 16 plus and so on up to infinity. So if we pull a 4 out of all those numbers, we will get 4 times 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on up to infinity, which is nothing but our given series s. So s minus a equal to 4 times s. Now rewrite the equation to make s as a subject. Therefore s minus 4 is equal to a, which will become minus 3s equal to a. So divide minus 3 on both sides. Therefore, s equal to minus 1 by 3 times of a. Now keep this equation aside. Mark this equation as 1. To find the value of a, first we are going to add the series itself. However, if we add the term exactly as they are, we'll just get the same series again. So if we add a plus a, which will get a equal to 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 minus 6 plus and so on up to infinity. So to make the math work, we need to shift the second series one position to the right. By adding them this way, we'll get a plus a equal a plus a is 2a equal to 1 minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 plus 3 minus 2 is plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 and so on up to infinity. So this result is famously known as Grandi series. Let's label this series as SG. Therefore 2a equal to SG. Now divide 2 on both sides. Therefore we will get a equal to 1 by 2 times of SG. Let's call this equation as 2. So a equal to 1 by 2 times of SG. To find the value of SG, if we Sg equal to 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus and so on up to infinity. So if we factor out a negative sign starting from the second term, this series looks like this. Sg equal to 1 minus of 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus and so on up to infinity. Notice that the part inside the parenthesis is the original series Sg. So Sg equal to 1 minus Sg. To solve for g, add Sg on both sides. This gives us Sg plus Sg equal to 1. Therefore, 2 times of Sg equal to 1. So, Sg equal to 1 by 2. Now substitute the value of Sg equal to 1 by 2 in our equation 2. Our A equal to 1 by 2 times of Sg. So A will become A equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2, which is 1 by 4. A equal to 1 by 4. Now substitute this value of A equal to 1 by 4 in our very first equation, S equal to minus 1 by 3 times of A. Therefore, S equal to minus 1 by 3 times of A. S equal to minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 4. S equal to minus 1 by 12. Now back substitute the value of the series S. Therefore, S equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and so on up to infinity, equal to minus 1 by 12. Hence, it is proved. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.